Hey there, Juliet from English Prep Class. In today's video, we'll basically be looking at some words that are confusing. We write them, sometimes we use them in our regular English that we speak or when we write exams. So basically, I'll be focusing on the Pearson test of English since I'm a Pearson test of English tutor. Let's go straight into this video. Now, it's part of the short video series. In case you haven't heard of this series, you can click on the playlist on my channel and you will see the videos that fall under here. They are just videos that can help you in your English language. Now, this is the first of the words we are looking at. It's called either. Look at the way I pronounce it, either. I know sometimes you're caught up with pronouncing it as either, but it's called either. And it is used to indicate one or two things. So you can say something like, it's either hot or cold. See, I've also pronounced it as either. So it's supposed to be, it's either hot or cold. Okay, so use it to indicate one or two things. And this is another one that is confusing, neither. So we don't call them either or neither. It's either or neither. So this one is not one and not the other of two things. Okay, that simply means it's not hot, it's not cold. But for this one, use it to say it's either hot or cold. But for this one, you can say it's neither hot nor cold. Okay, so this one you can use it's either one or two. This one is just for nothing. Okay, the next one is practice. I want to show you the difference between practice and practice. See, the words are confusing, and in some countries, like in America, this is the frequently used one. But in British, which are the real owners of English, I'm sorry if you're an American here, they can't be used together or interchangeably. There are specific times when they can be used. So this one is practice and it's a noun. So ICE is the major difference here, and ISE. These are the major difference within these two words, or between these two words. So this one that ends with ICE is a noun, and they used to describe a profession or a habit. You know, you can see something like a law practice. You can see something like I have to practice daily in order to get something. So that is the habit you're talking about. So when you're trying to refer to a habit or you're trying to refer to a profession, you use this one that has ICE. Remember, I is like a noun. So remember that that this one that has or that ends with ICE is a noun. And look at when you can use them when you want to describe a profession or a habit. Now this one that ends with ISE is a verb. It's used to describe an action. So she practices music on a regular basis. Okay, John went for his basketball practice. So this is the one you're going to use, the one that ends in ISE. So know their differences so you can use them rightly when you're writing your essay, when you're doing your summarized written test in your Pearson test of English, or even when you're writing the IELTS. These things are very important. Let's see the other ones. Okay guys, so these are other interesting words here. The first one here is lose. It means to fail to win or to misplace, to deplete. You know, when you're not just getting stuff, it means to lose, or you lost your phone or something. This is the right word to use, lose. It's pronounced lose, as if there is a Z there. Okay, then this one too is loose. Look at this one here. Both of them end with in SE, but this one is pronounced as loose. Okay, why this one is pronounced as loose? Now the difference here is that this one is when something is not firmly held. That's when you're wearing like a baggy clothes, or when something is free, or when you say this phone is not really lapping here because the case is loose. You know, this is the loose you use, not this one. This one is when you misplace something, when you lost something. Okay, when that thing is not just there. This is the right one to use. So people always make the mistake of interchanging this word. That's why today's topic is confusing English words. So know the differences today. Then the next one is complex and complicated. People say my relationship status is a complicated issue. Have you heard that before? Okay, so this one is complex. It means when something has multiple parts. You can hear people say the machine has complex parts. Okay, or you can hear the baking system has complex parts. Now this is the one people use here, complex. And then complicated is another one people always mistaken. And this one means this describes a level of difficulty. As we're talking about how difficult something is. For instance, say something like the mathematics he gave to us was a bit complicated, okay? Or the algebra was a bit complicated, or IELTS is a bit complicated. or IELTS is more complicated than the Pearson test of English. Okay, so this is the right word to use here when you're describing kind of a level of difficulty. So try not to use complex when you're supposed to use complicated, and try not to use complicated when you're using complex. Today, that's why I'm trying to explain their meaning to you so that you know the one to use. This one just referring to when there are multiple parts, or when something is a bit has like numerous parts or enormous parts. Okay, why this one is basically referring to the level of difficulty, as in how difficult something is. You could say that is a rigorous step or is a complicated step. I can't really explain it so much because it's a complicated step, because there are levels of difficulties of it. So know when to use them. Another one that people always make mistake with will be inquire. Sorry, I'm just writing it out here. Inquire and enquire. Yeah, I know you can see these two words here. Now for this one, it's just about you your ability to ask for a favor, to ask. Okay, and this one also to ask. However, in certain countries, especially countries that speak English, like America, like Britain, like Canada, for Britain, this one would be to make an investigation, to investigate the reason why people's visas are not being released. So I want to inquire to know why people's visas are not being released, because maybe you're addressing it to a higher authority. Okay, meanwhile, this one is just to ask your peers. This is like an informal kind of request. Why this one is more like a formal kind of request when it's more official. Meanwhile, this one is just like normal inquiry. However, in America, they make use of this word here. They don't even really care about this one. But here in Australia, like almost all the emails I see, this kind of word I see here, I see mostly inquire. I hardly see this one. That is why I normally use this one, inquire, whenever I'm sending out an email. Okay, I don't really use this one because here in Australia, this is the most frequently used one. I guess because it's formal, and because I'm referring to my supervisor, I'm referring to maybe an office trying to make inquiries about something. But anyone you use, you're still right. Okay, both of them refer to you trying to make an inquiry, trying to find out, sorry, not to use this word again, trying to find out something, trying to ask for a favor. You can see some people write something like letter of inquiry. I don't know if you've seen this before, but this is inquiry. But this is popular here in Australia. This is what they use. In fact, there was a time I was teaching a student of mine, so he was trying to find out from me if I knew the difference between this and this. So I said to him, not really, there's no difference. But here in Australia, since we're in Australia, we just have to be like them. So basically, we use this one. This is what we use here in Australia. If you're in America and you're watching my video, tell me the one you use. Do you use I for inquiry, or you use E for inquiry? Let me know in the comment section, or wherever you are in the world watching my video. Are you in Nigeria? Are you in India? Wherever you are, Nepal, just let me know the one you use. Like I said, you're right, no matter the one you choose to use. But for these ones that are very conspicuous, if you're writing your summary or you're writing an essay, you should be able to identify the right words to use. Okay, that is why I'm doing this video. Now, this brings me to the end of this video. I hope this video makes sense to you. And I want you to follow me on Instagram at English_prep class and on Facebook at English Prep Class. Please hit the subscribe button if you're new here, and then turn on your bell notification so you know when I upload new videos. I'll see you guys next. Bye.